adventure of Piso Mojado.
Hey guys, we found the treasure. When I get to shore, I'm bringing it right to the bar. Oh, which way did Mason go? That must be him over there. No! What do I do?
Hey yo, what's going on everybody? Welcome back to my show. This is Hire a Bunch of Fire Bunches. My name is Ram. And I'm back to the regular long videos. After my retirement from my my live stream, it was a couple days ago. If you want to check, go ahead and check my live stream. First ever, it was like testing plus a longer version videos talking about international student study over abroad in the US, and also my personal experience about the student visa and F1 visa and interviews as international students in the US looking for jobs. Anyway, well, before we start today's topics, I want to show you guys again my latest update about my website or my channel. So this is Hire a Bunch of Fibers. For any one of you who's not watching this on my YouTube channel, this is my YouTube channel, and I have updated a few links to my other social media. But first of all, this is my Linktree page. It contains all my social media right there: YouTube, TikTok, Twitter, and Instagram. I miss Instagram. Yeah. And also some useful links for you guys to click, and of course top resume. You can check your resume with pro tips. And I also have Bituit's account, so you know, whoever's on Bituit, go ahead and check it out. Okay, so today's topic, as you watched from the trailer show from Simpson. Thank you, Simpson family. Today's topic a little bit serious because it is about the most recent. I'm not sure you guys watch news. It is about most recent. We'll say maritime accident involved with the submarine's name called Titan. Right? I'm pretty sure there has been a lot of videos about the investigation, reports why this accident, like, you know, supposed not to happen, but take place at the wrong time at the wrong place. But today, what I'm trying to do is the CEO, you know, from my attention, it really brought me attention, and I want to talk about something about him, how he's interview in the past, you know. First of all, good and bad about his interview skills, of course. That's all my my focus on it. And throughout the history of his interview, how we were able to find out some hints about the downfall of this company, as well as some implicit causes that leading what happened today about this accident. So let's just get on it. The first interview I want to check with you guys about the CEO. Oh, by the way, his name is Stockton Rush, CEO of OceanGate, aka the company that has the accident, that has the running the Titan, the submarine that got the accident, right? This was his interview back in 2013, June 29th, by the Expedition Lionfish. I kind of like this interview because let's show this case.
We're rock and rolling. So, why is a submarine like this so important to this type of research?
Okay, so he was asking a started question about why his submarine back then was so important. So he's going to talk about the company, starting with introduction and how the things works, and why he's doing the business as he was running back then, right?
Well, I think the key with this research is to get scientists to be able to collaborate, to get the public engaged in what's going on, to be able to bring attention. And a manned sub is a magnet for both media, but it's also a great platform for researchers to be able to see the same environment that the lionfish is living in, discuss and hypothesize and test theories. And so it's a completely unique platform that's of great value.
Especially this.
All right, so yeah, so like I said, it's starting with very strategic way from the basic, the company, why he's running the company, and then to the features of the submarine back then he was using, right? And then he was pushing the answers to basically directly answer the question why you think it's important, and it's, you know, he said important about the company, about the exhibition, about the science. So this is why I liked him. Back then he was A, organic, you know, everything's organic. B, his answer interview skills very organized, and C, like I said, a very strategic and also focused on his answer. Now let's check the other thing. Now we have you know, we had this accident. I can't talk about too much about, but this is a fact sheet from Wikipedia about the accident. So Titan submarine submersible implosion. What we know was took place in June 18th, 2023 in North Atlantic. So basically it was, I think the mothership started in number 1. So it was around Canada, around, is it Quebec? I don't know, somewhere around there. And the mothership dropped the submersible here at the second spot, and I believe just after an hour and 45 minutes, everybody just lost contact with the submersible. And after a few hours, they're trying to reach it, and by the time they're supposed to surface, it wasn't. So basically, 5 people died. So that's some facts about accident. What I found was bad about the Mr. Rush and about the I think when he was starting about, you know, getting a little bit muddy of interview, and through his interview about the company's direction and about implicit causes that leads to what happened today as of the accident. So this is another interview he had back in the days. He had a GeekWire Summit. I think it was back in 2000. Trying to find it.
For 110 years, the saga of the Titanic sinking and rediscovery has captured the imagination of people around the world. And today we're honored to host one of the explorers who is literally bringing new light to that saga. Stockton Rush, the president and chief submersible pilot at OceanGate Expeditions, will take you through the process of constructing the world's first carbon fiber human.
So, like I said, when he was good at an interview, he started everything organic, organized, and focused, right? And very strategic. I think by this time now, he's still like that, but you know, as a CEO, as a company, as a leader of a company, he was being a little bit too bold, right? Let's jump to this moment. And right, according to the picture on the background, yeah, that was Titan.
There are many. So to do this, we had to use a different material.
Now he's talking about the material, and that's where the debate comes, right? You know, per some news, you are not supposed to use a carbon, which is more porous material. But anyway, that's more science. What we're trying to do is, I'm trying to recover.
And titanium domes on the end. One of the things that I think a lot of people appreciate is if you're not breaking things, you're not innovating. If you're operating within a known environment, as most submersible manufacturers do, they don't break things. Woods Hole does a lot of autonomous things. They have a whole wall of stuff they've broken.
Okay, have you heard that? That's what I'm trying to show you guys.
One of the things that I think a lot of people appreciate is if you're not breaking things, you're not innovating. If you're operating within a known environment, as most submersible manufacturers do, they don't break things.
So if you don't break things, you're not innovating. I want to say this is a very bold strategy as of interview, but the things that you have to check your context, right? You are presenting your technology to, I believe this is GeekWire, so assuming there's a lot of people that knowing what they're doing, knowing the field, and you're trying to throw a quote-unquote a popular quote to describe your technology to people who actually probably some experts in it, and not really making sense because your technology, your ship, your vehicle is more safety oriented, but you're talking about breaking things. And I don't think for any people that in the interview, during this interview, they're kind of ease, but somebody may laugh because they thought it was a joke. But actually, you know, by the end of the day, we know this wasn't a joke. He was actually using some material, debatable material that make the most likely lead the accident happen, right? That's second interview I want to share with you guys, just to talk, you know, to show him the bold part of him as of interview, you know, from the good part, organized, strategic, focused, to, you know, what he was like in this interview back in 2022, bold, not really making sense to expert, to the audience, basically our expert. Yeah, that wasn't good. Just same as you guys, you know, when you're talking to the hiring manager, who's basically the expert, that probably expert who's hiring you as their team member, when they ask you a technical question, you can't BS. They, one way or the other, they're gonna find out. So how are you supposed to prepare that you don't have to BS your question out? Well, I'm going to tell you later. But speaking of his speech, Mr. Rush's speech about innovation, I do have an article that I want to share with you guys. That is also part of my deal about his interview skill becoming from good becoming bad. You know, focused, distracted, and a loss of touch of the context. That previous one lost contact because he probably too ignorant and too confident that he believed there's no one in the seat of the audience seats that understand what he's talking about when he talking about breaking things means innovating, as of design the material for the pressure hull that is core of the Titan that was leading to breaking, imploding by the end of the day. Yeah, that was kind of his mistake, but he didn't learn. He kept pushing it in this very bizarre speech of his in this article. This is one of the article, and this is another article I want to share with you guys. So in this article, back in his interview back in 2018, he said the whole this is an interview of one of his past employees, and this employee got hired as interns. And this article kind of revealed that as CEO, as the leader of the company, he most likely hired internships and then let those internships hire another internships rather than picking up people who has more experience. And to realize his theory about innovation, keep everybody new, barely have the embedded experience from other industry, from other job that makes the company innovative. And this is what the internship says. Basically, the whole electrical system that was our design by the internships, we implemented and it works. But that was back in 2018, and it has been reported that the company CEO employed college-age interns to design the electrical of the Titan, that is the vehicle got the accident. College-aged internship designed electrical system that got lead to the accident of the Titan. Got the keywords right? That's what he called innovative. Well, I gotta say that he's a person by words, right? He said during that interview, I'm going to be innovative, and then he hired innovative people, quote unquote, internships. And according to this article, the internship he hired for designing the electrical system hired another bunch of internship for other jobs. I am amazed, right? The reason he's doing that got another motivation. So let's see the company. You know, during our past interview tips and hacks, what are we gonna do if we, let's see, we keep this OceanGate company as one of our companies that try and hire us and give us opportunity interview, what are you trying to do first? Which is, check here, research, right? So I did a little bit of research of this company. So check the article here from ZPA. So I got some very interesting statistics about the company preparing my interview if I interview this company. Okay, let's see. The company is a startup company, right? So it got 50 employees. That makes sense. But 71% of the employees are women, while 29% are men. I have no comments about it. You can talk about whatever you want, diversity, whatever, but I believe this company is focused on research and development. And most of their job, I assuming, are engineer jobs, production jobs, and technician jobs. And you got 70% of women. Sure. And based on what the report said, the previous report, they hire mostly internships. So 71%, I would say 90%, 71% of female employees are intern among 50 employees. I would say most work scope are not for females, but they hire mostly females. So, okay. Comment whatever you want. Just comment below, right? Comment below. And the other interesting statistic is the job scope. So, here we go. The university, that's fine. Okay, but the majors, man, this is an R&D company, focused company, startup. But you got the majority part people that graduate from business degrees. My, okay. And if it's an R&D job company, or job and company, what degree people you hire most that you want to be a more reliable company? Bachelor's? No. High school diploma? No. But unfortunately, 70% of employees are those degree holders. What you want to do is you want to hire more people with graduate degree, or at least have graduate level, PhD level education. But no, this company doesn't have it at all. The other thing that I noticed, if I did research before I joined this company or had an interview with the company, is what is the average length of employment at this company? Oh my gosh. 63% of employees got less than 1 year history with this company. And only 3%. 3% is what? 3% times 50. It was like 1.5 people. So I guess the founder of the company is the only one that got 11 plus years of experience. Most of the people, 63% of people, got less than 1 year experience with this company. Oh my gosh. Number tells, right? Okay, and the salary, hey, they got a lot of salaries, man. Fat check salary. Yep, fat check. That's I have no comments, man, but I just show you guys the number, comment below, right? And I can see, well, for me, I can see why this X doesn't happen as is supposed to happen, unfortunately. So after this research, I'm gonna ask you one thing: do you really want to work at this company? Okay, so the reason I show you guys those numbers also because of this article. The company has such interesting but awkward demographic structure, because he was once said during an interview, which I'm going to show you later, that he didn't hire 50-year-old white guys with tremendous experience in this field, R&D field, or submersible research, design, and manufacturing field, because they're not inspirational. And yes, Mr. Rush, you hired inspirational quote-unquote internship and let them hire more inspirational quote-unquote internship, and probably had the things they designed work once or twice or 3 times, but only one time it didn't work, it got accident. So that's what we can tell. And I also have this interview, him talking about bluntly and boldly that his system worked, but we'll have to add. Okay, here we go.
This submersible is one of the safest forms of transportation in the world.
You believe the Cyclops 2 is pretty much invulnerable.
By the time we're done testing it, I believe it's pretty much invulnerable.
And that's pretty much what they said about the Titanic.
That's right.
he said that himself. Yes, they said about Titanic, and he said that's right. So it's gonna sink. But what's more interesting is another interview he was done with, I forgot the name of the company. I think it's a CBS or something, and he was talking about why he doesn't. Oh, New York Post. Okay, here we go. He was talking about why he didn't hire people like supposed to.
When I started the business, one of the things you'll find, there are other sub operators out there, but they typically have gentlemen who are ex-military submariners, and you'll see a whole bunch of 50-year-old white guys.
Whole bunch of 50-year-old.
I wanted our
guys.
team to be younger, to be inspirational, and I'm not going to inspire a 16-year-old to go pursue marine technology.
Wow. So yeah, that's his intent. I'll leave you guys the comment, right? So his presentation interview was starting very good, you know, strategic, organic and organized, focused on how he developed his business as a good part, but to the downfall of that, becoming bold and non-responsible what he said and also no touching to the context to the audience. And I gotta say, it's basically lying about what he's doing with the company. We cannot borrow anything from that part. You know, when we do in the interview skills, showing our interview skills, practice interview, we need to focus on what we can and what we can develop the values to the hiring team that's supposedly potentially hiring us and also interviewing us, instead of lying like, you know, what he did. Maybe you have a judge that he wasn't lying, but based on what we have, what we show, and what we see, yeah, that's what happened. Okay, guys, as a bonus, I'm gonna show you a little bit other videos. That this is a video from the type of person he wasn't trying to hire, but this guy was employed previously as a security specialist in this company, and he was fired right before they started Titan project. Yes, that's the 50-year-old engineer he was talking about that he wasn't trying to hire. But yeah, let's see.
Okay, welcome to Cyclops 1. As you can see here, we've got the man-submersible Cyclops. This is a 5-man submersible. It's got a maximum operating depth of 500
Cyclops.
meters. The submersible itself is based on this MS Lars unit, which is our mobile subsea launch and recovery
This is also
system.
from Geekwater.
What will happen is, once we are in position
5 years
the
ago.
area of interest that we're going to be diving on, whether it be the wreck or any area for exploration, what we'll do
Alright,
is
that's it for it.
invent
That's a
this
bonus.
unit.
So this guy's named David Lontred. So this is the type of person he was describing he's not hiring, but he fired him after the Cyclops project, which was the previous version of Titan that was designed by this guy, or at least certified by this person, David, who has tremendous experience and also who has, I think, practical experience as submarine or operational experience for vehicles, as he was in the military. When Rush was talking about that line, everybody really hoping was joking, but no, yeah. But anyway, guys, that's it for today's interview, analyze, and reaction about the CEO of OceanGate, the Titan's owner. His interview from good to bad parts, and also what we found during our research, the typical interview tips, research, company research, what we can find to prevent from joining this company. Not reliable company, not reliable at all. That's based on what we did today. So okay, guys, make sure you check out other videos about interviews, tips, and also my reactions and analyses about some famous interview, some celebrities interview. So I hope you can learn something else rather than just interview skills, you know. So okay, well, and if you like, subscribe and share, and I'll see you when I see you for the next episode. Peace out.